Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here at the tip, and a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Jamal Murray. He's out there with Topic. Brady Dick is out there with wemby. And it's Queen in at the power forward position. And for the Magic, they've got Bol. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Maravich. Then there's Toumani Camara. And it's Duran in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For three, Murray. We're getting this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. It makes the league so much more interesting. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Wembenyama, a screen on Maravich. With some arc, just 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Topic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
SGA passes the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick-and-roll sets.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Clippers in L.A. Pass to Queen. Murray against SGA. Murray, good.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup's good off the glass.
And when you get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, you really have to hit him, or else he just powers through that contact.
Queen can't get it to go. Orlando, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Back to SGA. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Wembenyama outside. Here's Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Orlando leading by 3. Bol kicks to Maravich. Bol, a screen on Dick. Maravich, the pass to Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Cavaliers. There's the 3. And Bol pulls it down.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injuries over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. first quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Murray outside. Wembenyama sets a screen for Murray. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jalen Durham.
A generational talent. Wembenyama is a big man with guard skill set. He's as unique of a player we have ever seen.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Orlando. Holland, he's checked in for Cleveland. Carlton Carrington comes in for Topic. SGA passes to Duran. Now, here is Maravich. Defense is right there.
That's what happens when you try to challenge Wemby. If you don't know, now you know.
Pass to Dick. Goes up on the wing. Count that one.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Magic leading by 3. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Wembenyama up top. Nice move. And Wembenyama throws it down.
Short trip to the rim for Wembenyama. That's a nice finish.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility, so bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back over to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Jalen Duran. Simmons comes in for Tamani Kamara. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Maravich. And it's James Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Green. Harden against Hawkhead. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Dick. Now Wembenyama. It's good. Wembenyama's got 6 points.
You'd love for Victor to get that look every time up the floor.
Orlando leading by 3. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Harden right side. Vanderbilt.
A very good passer. Harden is capable of leading the league in assists any year.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And Wembenyama outside. Here's Holland. He has yet to score. And the dunk by Dick.
And what can you say about an alley-oop from that far away?
You can't say anything. It was pure beauty. Harden gets the bucket.
He's not going to beat you with speed. Harden uses his footwork and his strength to create separation on his way to the rim.
Pass to Dick. Carrington in the corner. Wembenyama a screen. And it's Carrington missing. Harden outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 7-point Magic lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Orlando heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the court for Cleveland, they've got Carlton Carrington. Brady Dick is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Holland. And it's Atkins in at the point. In the corner, Herter with it. Now, here's SGA. Defended by Carrington. Here's Holland. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Holland. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Carrington's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Cleveland. Now, here's SGA. Tight defense on him. Rugged finish from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Jaquez. Rob. They swipe it. In transition, here come the Cavaliers.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket counts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For the Magic, Duran comes in for Simmons, and it's Maravich in for Kevin Herter. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Out to the right wing. Shoots a 3. Duran pulls it in. Magic leading by 7. Pass to Kamare. Now, here is Maravich. Duran with a screen on Dick. Back to Kamara. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maravich. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. To the middle. Here's Holland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Jaquez outside to the paint. And Ball sends it back.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to SGA. Duran sets the screen for SGA. Dick with the steal. Carrington with the ball. Now SGA defending. Magic leading by 7. Stolen away. Now Cleveland moving it up. Jaquez with the wide open look. And the 3 off target. The Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. SGA, no good. Cleveland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Carrington. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Well, Orlando shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. And good that time.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Magic, Green, he's checked in for Duran. Vanderbilt comes in for Bol. And it's James Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Cavaliers, Queen's checked in. And Topic is subbed in for Grady Dick. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Vanderbilt's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Hits the three-point bomb.
3 points.
Wembanyama's got 11 points. And so Harden will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. What a finish from Harden.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Topic. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green against Murray. Rebound by the Magic.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Maravich, and it's blocked. Murray outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Maravich. Pass to Topic. Back to Carrington. For 3, Murray.
Ooh, nice hustle on defense from Harden, showing a willingness to make an impact on this end. Okay.
Simmons checked in for Orlando. Kevin Huerter comes in for Maravich. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Norman Powell's checked in for Carlton Carrington. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Harden gets it done inside.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Topic. He's defended by Huerter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
The Cavaliers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Orlando Magic.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Nuggets, don't let a lack of focus steal one from you. Overlooking lesser opponents, but that's when they come and they bite you.
I overlook all opponents.
In terms of what? Height? Confidence? Both? Don't even answer. I know the answer. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're Just joining us in this one. First half is in the books. 1 half to go. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Magic leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Maravich. Then there's Tamani Kamara. Then it's Bol. And it's Duran in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Topic has got 8 points.
And for Wembanyama, his passing ability might be the most overlooked part of his game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. How about the touch from SGA?
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dick in the corner. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Maravich. It's rebounded by Topic. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Wembanyama finds Murray. Dick in the corner. The tray. It's hauled in by the Magic. Kamara, he's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Stripped it away. Here's the fast break. Dick leading the way. He gets it in there. He's got 10.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense in no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. In the corner, Bol with it. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
SGA passes to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Queen. To the inside. No good on that one. Great defense that time from Duran.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
On the wing, Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Topic. He's got 10. Wembanyama, a screen. Shoots the 3. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Orlando leading by 4. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Tamani Kamara. And it's James Harden in for Maravich. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Vanderbilt's checked in for Bol.
Number 17, Jared Vanderbilt.
Wembanyama against Duran. On the wing, Murray. Back to Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the to Queen. And here is Murray. Inside for the tie. And it's Dick getting it to go. Dick's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now a timeout called by Orlando. For the Magic, Draymond Green has checked in for Jalen Duren. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Harden. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Harden. A big-time jam from James Harden. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And it's Carrington missing. Now, here is Harden, defended by Carrington. Harden, no good. Jaquez against Simmons. Jaquez the pass to Howard. Pass to Carrington. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jaquez. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And it's Harden with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They've held a 12-point lead early. Green with a screen on Wembanyama. Harden, no good. The Cavaliers trailing. It's Dick on the wing. .146 left to play here in the third. Here's Holland. Vanderbilt defending. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got his second basket of the night.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
The numbers are talking. Harden with a huge night, showing great versatility.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Cleveland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Chucky Atkins.
1:05 left to play in the third. Drives to the hoop. Here's Jaquez. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Magic have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
Orlando shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the help and being in the right situation.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Hollins kicks the foul. No good on the triple. The Magic with the lead. Harden with it. 16 points for him. Harden with the take.
How about the tenacity from Harden, giving the D no choice but to foul him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And Orlando making a change here. Kamar has checked in, and both free throws good for James Harden.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Powell feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Orlando out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Cavaliers trail by 3, And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Holland. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Grady Dick. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Atkins in at the one. Here's Dick. It's good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
That one is no good.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Dick can't get it to go. The Magic shooting a superb 63% from the field. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Duren. Great defense at time from Jaquez. The Cavaliers shooting 43% for the game. Atkins passes to Holland. Dick wide open. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now, here's SGA. Oh! Gilgeous-Alexander slams it down.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Atkins passes to Jaquez. Lets the three fly. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's SGA penetrating. And slam dunk by SGA.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Atkins passes to Holland. Pass to Dick. Fires at the elbow. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
And Ball sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Here's Atkins. The teardrop falls in. Atkins has got his first bucket in this one.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Dick. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
The Magic called timeout. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard the Magic coach as he addressed his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Murray for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Down low, here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Outside, Murray. Wembenyama. The 3 is off.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. SGA against Murray. Here is Wembenyama. Wembenyama up high, down hard.
They have no answer for Wemby tonight. Honestly, I'm not sure how they could defend him.
Bull a screen on Murray. SGA, the response. slamming it home.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Wembanyama. Oh, falling away.
And what's scary about Wemby is that his jumper is only getting better.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the slam dunk.
And it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Wembanyama against Durant. Oh, what a slam from Wembanyama.
Oh, showing Wemby, that was sick.
That's a great look at that move. From the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Magic leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, one-handed.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Cleveland now, time running out. Here is Wembanyama. From 13. Cleared away by Ball.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Durant pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Orlando.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Maravich with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Oh, off the glass.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Bull. It's off. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 44, Pete Maravich.
Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Chet Holmgren out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's Derek White, then it's Williams, and it's Nash in at the 1 spot.
And if SGA gets a step on the defense, it's over. Look how quick he is to the rim.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Nash. Holmgren with a screen on SGA. No one near him. Bull grabs the board. Here's Orlando. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. It's Holmgren, high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Walker. Here's Nash. Misses the 3. And here are the Magic now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, nice D from Walker.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And it's Holmgren missing. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Orlando making their last shot. Here's Nash. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Pass to Kamara. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Orlando's head coach. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
And defensively, you have to stay with SGA coming off that screen. That creates the passing lane.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Your dance team. That was amazing. Let's hear it for your Orlando dancers.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Nash, SGA covering, and he comes up with a bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Maravich, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Basket counts.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Pass to White. Three-pointer. Can't get it to drop. Orlando leading by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Now SGA. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Orlando making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. 6 to shoot. SGA passes to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Outside White. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Well, the screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Herter's checked in for Orlando. Harden comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Harden, the pass to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a screen on White. Back to Vanderbilt. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Pass to White. Out left to the wing. Here's Nash, defended by Harden. And the basket by Nash. Nash has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And it's Harden penetrating. And Harden with the slam.
And you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Here he goes. White for three. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Vanderbilt with a screen to the middle. It's picked off. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Harden proves he's more than just a perimeter player.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Nash from outside the arc. The kick out to White. Outside Walker. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Williams misses. And here are the Magic now. They're on a 14-6 run. Herder into the lane. Duran against Holmgren. And here's Kamara. Vanderbilt, a screen on White. Takes it inside. And a nice finish on the layup. Harden's got 6.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Here's Nash. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Oh, it's stolen. And there's the lob, and the jam by Walker.
Boy, Holmgren, I mean, wow. Just a great feel for the game, and he's so unselfish.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Herder can't hit. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Williams. Pulls it. Duran with a rebound. Harden with it. He has 6. Here's Vanderbilt. The layup off target. And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando ahead. They're up by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Magic.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. Just speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
And so in the game for the Suns, Torrey out there with Hardy. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Embry in at the power forward position.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Here's SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Turner. Takes the 3. Knocks down the long J. Turner's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
To the left wing. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. For 3, Hardy. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA left no doubt on that one, throws it down.
You know, Tim, when given the opportunity, Bull has shown flashes of being an impactful player.
Well, B.A., he is a very intriguing talent with his size and skill set. Now, for him, it's all about consistency and translating that potential into winning plays.
Here's Maravich, pass to Bull. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
All right, listen to the
Phoenix making a switch here. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Hardy. Yet to see a basket. On target from about 13 feet.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
SGA deciding where to go with it. To the paint. And stolen by Holmgren. And now the Suns fast break. Green against White. Fires it. Rebound by the Magic.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you guys.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's SGA, following the score by Phoenix. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Turner, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
Excellent court vision there from Green. Someone who can see things develop before they actually happen.
And White has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. For 3, Hardy. Orlando with the rebound. Bull's got 4 rebounds now. Left side, Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Pass to Turner. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding the shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Here's Maravich, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. And denied! He sends it right off the glass. White against Simmons. Now here's White, tightly guarded. Shot clock at 5. Holmgren finds Turner. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A line change here for Orlando. And the Suns making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Nash. Back to Holmgren. Big hit, throwing it down.
Oh, he's just too long and too quick. Off the floor. That was an easy one for Holmgren.
Here's Harden. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Nash. There's a minute 12 left in the first half. Kicks it out to Holmgren. 4 on the clock. Down low. Holmgren drops it in.
Well, you know Chet has that in his game, and that's a nice job finishing off that play at the rim.
White with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Walker. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 1-point Magic lead.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And here's Harden. He has 6. Inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
I really like when Duren plays this physically. He knows how to draw contact.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That one misses. And he sinks the second. The Suns have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in this second quarter. And stolen by Herter. And it's Orlando on the break. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Switch.
Back to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And this is why you involve Duren in as many pick and rolls as you can. He's really good at positioning himself in that set.
Oh, stolen by Harden. For the finish. And Harden with the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time. He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And so it's Orlando leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back to the game after this break.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drumline. Yeah, that's right enough the shot. 2 down. to the participants.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Orlando Magic. What's most important in a situation like this?
Staying focused, locked in, and not getting sick or distracted.
Yeah, like the kids on those smartphones, they're constantly on those phones and all those things, man. Not paying attention. Right, Shaq? Shaq?
Huh? Oh, so I was sending a text. What'd you say?
Kids these days. And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Magic.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Magic leading by 6. Duran out there with Bol. Then there's Toumani Camara. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Maravich in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Oh, whoa. That is just nasty right there by Duran.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. The kick out to Williams. That one's wide left.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Down low, here's Duran, and the dunk by Duran.
And that is playing big down in the paint. Duran focused and flushing it home.
Here's Nash, Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Nash passes to White. Money from the wing. White's got his second basket.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Here's SGA. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, the defense was getting physical, but Shai was able to maintain his balance and convert that.
Here's Nash. SGA covering. And the basket by Nash. Nash has got his third bucket of the night. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Orlando. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that's the third game out of 4 at home for them.
Yeah, great drive by SGA, and he slams it to finish it.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Tim, 1 year, you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the 3 could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Nash passes to Williams. Holmgren outside. Outside Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren with a screen on Durant. Phoenix needs to get off the shot here. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, short trip up for Holmgren, but there's plenty of power behind his jam.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Maravich using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Magic lead by 10.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Screen by Holmgren. Here's Walker. Orlando grabs the miss. Duran's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Look at Shea playing big inside.
Well, I'll tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back to you, Ryan.
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie. Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Green's checked in for Bol, and Ben Simmons subbed in for Durant. Releases. The shot's good from SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in this quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now here's White. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Here's Nash. SGA covering. Nash passes to Williams. Here's Walker. Tries again, and it's Holmgren with the bucket inside. Holmgren's got 10.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Suns trail by 10. Holmgren with a screen on Green. Green against White, and the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. So for the Magic, Brook Lopez is checked in for Draymond Green. Vanderbilt comes in for Kamara. And Herter's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Phoenix. Magic leading by 10. Here's Maravich. Soft touch off the glass. He has 6.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Williams. Still without a bucket. Turner passes to Williams. And he lays it up and in.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
1:44 left to play in the third quarter here. Lopez passes to Maravich. Vanderbilt with a screen. To the inside. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Now here's Walker. He's got 6. Here's Nash. From deep. And Maravich pulls it down.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Nash passes to Williams. Here's Nash. Give him 8. On the take. Outside, Williams. Ooh, poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's a one-on-one situation. Herder with it. Now guarded by White. Vanderbilt against Walker. Pass to Maravich. Now here's Herder. Launches it. The rebound by Turner. From deep three-point range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Magic out in front, leading by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Suns trail by 14. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Traoré. He's out there with Hardy. And it's Embry in at the 4-man position. Here's Traoré. Holmgren outside. Lets it go from deep. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man, a 7-footer like Chet, who can step out beyond the 3-point line.
And there's the drive, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
And the Suns making a change here. Carter's checked in. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Carter. Holmgren outside. Beyond the arc. Orlando with the rebound. Outside Harden. Off target with the 3. Suns trail by 12. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Here's Traoré to the paint. Here's Embry. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Stolen by Carter. In transition, here come the Suns. Traoré gets the bucket.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Now here's Harden. Duren with a screen on Carter. Harden to pass to Duren. And stolen by Holmgren. To the middle. Here's Traoré. Orlando grabs the miss. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Maravich. Holmgren with the block.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
The 11-footer. Pass to Traoré. Fires for 3. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Harden scanning the floor. Duren with a screen on Carter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
A master of attracting contact. Harden just takes pride in fooling defenders and getting those calls.
Timeout. Magic. Man, he's checked in for Orlando. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard the Magic coach as he addressed his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Outside man for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Man's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Nash. Pass to Walker. And here is Williams. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. It's good. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Harden on the wing man. Pulls it from the corner. Walker pulls down the board.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
Yeah, as you know, as Holmgren adds weight and strength year after year, he just becomes a bigger problem for opponents.
That free throw misses. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Bowl, he's checked in for Duran. Green comes in for Vanderbilt. Kamara, he's checked in for Herter. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for James Harden. Now here's SGA. SGA takes it himself and slams dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And SGA now just running the show, making smart reads and creating opportunities.
Here's Holmgren. Jacks up a three. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Timeout. Magic.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Knicks team. All right, that was your Knicks team. Make some noise.
Magic leading by 8. SGA banks it home. Big shot.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Here's Nash. SGA covering. Cleared away by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Magic have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Unloads from 9. Holmgren there for the rebound. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 10-point game. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Ooh, he leaves no question.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Now here's SGA. Oh, he jams it right back at him.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Shoots a three. Oh, he cannot hit.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Ball with a rebound. Magic leading by 10. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Duran, he's checked in for Orlando. Harden comes in for man. Williams outside. Duran pulls it down. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Magic.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Graham.
Yeah, BA, you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly. Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Yes, sir, as he floats it in. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Well, that's just too easy for Shai. If he gets that close to the rim, there's no chance.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.